Hey, this is Pete's Dude Man. We're back for the finale of the Scribblenauts LP. We still need to give this guy some spy gear. Can you think of anything that a spy would need? Maybe a laser gun?
Maybe. Oh, what about those sword cannons?
Alright, that worked. He's got a laser gun. Laser guns will solve a lot of things. So, with that, the whole game's complete. Sort of. I mean, we don't have, like, the bonus stars. I'll show off, like, where you can find that, right? If you go to shards here, and then you go object shards, it has, like, all these challenges. You see, I can only have 13 of the 217 object shards. But I'm not going to show those off. We're going to go back to the farm and finish this LP. Alright. Lily! Lily! I have, like, 80 starites. That's good enough, right? Lily? You're all better now. Lily? Lily? Oh god, it's the old man! What's he doing? He's gonna turn me to stone too. Wait, what? Oh, he's fixing Lily! Lily, you're okay! It was our dad? Our dad turned us to stone. Okay, we're angry at Dad.
And then I was fine. The glow wasn't coming from the starite, though. It was coming from every single good thing Maxwell had done while trying to save me. Every single good deed had helped. Dad could tell we were kind of mad at him. That's a pretty mean trick to turn your daughter to stone. He said that we really needed to see how hard things can get in life, even if you have special abilities.
Tough
He
dad.
also said that he knew we'd come through it all right, at least if we were any kids of his. We eventually forgave him. But not until we had the last laugh. We borrowed his cane and used it on his underwear drawer. From then on, we tried to use our powers to help those that didn't have them. It was a lot of fun. So kids, remember...
So, I mean, the whole game was about their parents teaching them how to be good kids with their magic powers.
Have a brother with a magical notebook that can save them. I'm glad I had one, though. The end.
So yeah, I don't know if there's a credit sequence or not, but I would assume so. Most games have a credit sequence. That was the end story. Okay, yep, we have a credit sequence. So, let's see here. Oh yeah, here's something funny. Like pretty much any name that appears in the credits, you can actually type into Scribblenauts, and it'll make that person from the credits sequence, and they all have like their own special powers. It's as if all the developers of the game made themselves in the object creator. I didn't talk about the object creator at all. Actually, like one of the features of Scribblenauts Unlimited that sets it apart from the other Scribblenauts games is that you can actually make your Cthulhu. Well, you know, you can make Cthulhu in like any game. You can make your own objects. You can basically go through the entire library of the game's sprites, make your own objects, and set them how they'll behave, just like, you know, making an object in any video game. It's really cool, actually. And it's like one of the reasons this is Scribblenauts Unlimited. There's unlimited possibilities with the objects. Now, in terms of the game itself, I mean, I'm doing a Let's Play, not a review, but even so, I have to say, there's things about this game that I like and things that I don't. Like any game, but like, I'm comparing it to Super Scribblenauts for the DS, which I really, really liked. Super Scribblenauts for the DS was pretty basic. I mean, like the original Scribblenauts, if you ever played that, it was just like a bunch of like basically like the big starite missions are in this game. Just a bunch of puzzles, like one right after the other. And just, there wasn't really like these worlds you go to and explore. That was a feature in this game. So you would just like solve puzzles and stuff. And I thought in Super Scribblenauts, which that's the one where they introduced adjectives, they had some really, really good puzzles. They had some challenging like obstacle courses, and like I thought there was a little more open-ended in the solutions that you could use to solve those puzzles. This game, I don't think it had as many puzzles, and I also thought it was very, when you get to the later levels, it's very restrictive, I think, in what you can use to answer those things. Like, how we, like, using a sheepdog didn't work into finding a sheep, we had to use a bell to call the sheep. So, I mean, I don't know, stuff like that. Very, very specific answers sometimes. Which, I mean, the other games did have specific answers, but I think it was generally more open-ended and had better puzzles. But that's just my opinion on there. This is still a fun game. out of the Scribblenauts games, this is the one with the most replay value, I think, because the other ones are just puzzles. Say, okay, you've solved the puzzle, you've solved the puzzle. This one, with the object creator and with the open big worlds, you have more reign to like just go around and mess around with making objects, which is fun to do in the meantime. You could do that in like the menus of the previous Scribblenauts game and just mess around with objects, but this definitely gives you more free reign to do so, I think anyway. In any case, that's all my feelings on the Scribblenauts series. I've talked a little that they're coming out with a sequel now. You know, the game is made by Warner Brothers, who own the DC superheroes, and well, DC, and they're doing a game now that is just pretty much Scribblenauts with DC superheroes, Scribblenauts Unmasked. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. It could be really cool. I'm hoping it's just like, you know, I don't know, I guess stuff like this, but with just more puzzles, more like action-y stuff that you can use to like solve issues and help people. I'm guessing that's what it's going to be like. So I really like the Scribblenauts series. It's a really cool idea, just like to get a game that has this many options and functions in it. And it's like, I can't imagine the time it would have taken to like just do all the testing for this. So, I mean, yeah, there are some times where I think it's annoying because certain answers don't work, but, I mean, I gotta give them credit for how much they were able to do with this game. It's very impressive. So, man, there's a lot of references to, of course there's the Nintendo references, but, like, there's so many references to other things, too, that are fun. Just, like, yeah, where they really got to go all out and have fun with this game, in addition to making it all, like, work really well, just gameplay-wise. So, I think that's really cool, too. Gosh, I wonder how long this credit sequence is. I wouldn't mind if it was a couple minutes longer, because this is not going to be a very long episode without that. Of course, I mean, I guess it can't be that exciting just watching the credits and listening to me ramble. But, I mean, had to have a concluding episode somewhere in the series. And this is a fun LP. Longer than my Punch-Out LP. That's what I wanted to do, is do a little bit of a longer LP. You know, I'm still very new to Let's Playing. I did the Punch-Out one. You know, I love Punch-Out and I love Scribblenauts. They weren't my first ideas, though, for what I was going to do when I started LPing, but I thought they would be good games to, you know, to start on. You know, Punch-Out's so short, and this game is not that difficult to get through, so I thought those would be good tests for Let's Playing and for testing my equipment and stuff. But I'm feeling a lot more confident in it now, so I'm gonna start moving on to bigger Let's Plays here. Hopefully, I hope you still enjoyed Punch-Out and Scribblenauts. I really enjoyed playing through the games again. Man, I used to play Punch-Out. Like I said, I used to play Punch-Out like all the time. And, man, I forgot how hard it got. I mean, I remember that it got hard, but it gave me a lot more trouble than I thought. Scribblenauts, of course, I mean, I can't memorize every single puzzle. I mean, I got stuck a couple times with, like, not remembering what certain answers were to certain things. So, you know, there was still a little bit of challenge in there, and I think that's good. So, I mean, I guess I could talk about what I'm planning. I was going to do, actually, a Let's Play of Skyward Sword. I still want to at some point in the future. I always thought, you know, when I first got Skyward Sword, I beat it a few times, and I always thought, man, if I ever got into LPing, I'll definitely do a Let's Play of Skyward Sword. But I'm probably going to hold off on that a little bit for now. I don't have a whole ton of time before Taylor, or some of you might know the Room 342, returns. And I've always wanted to do with him, we're going to do a co-op Let's Play of Tales of Vesperia, along with Rosie and maybe a fourth person, because that game does support up to 4-player co-op, which is awesome. Especially because, I mean, that game is huge. I've seen LPs of it on YouTube that are like, you know, almost 300 parts. It's a really, really big game, so that might take up our entire semester, and then after that, I'm leaving, and I won't have Taylor O'Rourke with me for a while. At that point, I'll probably do the Skyward Sword LP, or if it's been released, I'd probably start over on my Earthbound LP, how it is on the Virtual Console. And, you know, I got a lot of other games on my Virtual Console. I talked about it a little bit when I first got my my capture card, and I did a video about getting my capture card. I do have Paper Mario, I do have Super Mario RPG, so I got a lot of ideas for LPs, and of course new games are going to come out. Hopefully I can meet up with Lord Jackal sometime and we can do some co-op stuff. That would be cool. But yeah, I mean, all that's way ahead in the future. I haven't said what I am planning on doing now. Right, I'm not going to do a Skyward Sword LP yet because I don't have a whole lot of time until the Room 342 comes back and we'll start our Vesperia LP. So I'm going to do something a little shorter. I'm actually, you guys can look forward to, I'm going to start doing Super Mario World, actually. I know a lot of people have done Let's Plays of Super Mario World and Super Mario World Hacks, but it's a game that I grew up on. It was actually like my first Nintendo game that I ever beat and played at all. So I think it'd be fun to do a little Let's Play of that really quick. Yeah, it looks like that's the end of Scribblenauts. We've unlocked Lily as a playable character. I believe if you get every star in the game, you also get the ability to play as Edgar and Julie, the parents. Now, so that's the only things we didn't unlock in this game, because I'm not going to do all the object challenges. So, hey, thanks again for joining me for this LP, and joining me and Rosie here.
Yay!
And we'll see you on the next episode, which will probably be episode 1 of Super Mario Super Mario World. Super Mario World LP next.
Ooh.